Cities are never static. They're fluid, they're forever changing. Places that perhaps were safer become less safe as patterns of violence shift over time.
Mossman and the North Shore have very, very low rates of crime. Public housing estates have the highest rates of crime. Why? Because we've badly designed them. So we designed a tender, put it out to all of the universities in New South Wales and got responses from just about all of them. But overwhelmingly, the response that we got from UTS and DOC was by far the best because it brought a multidisciplinary approach to the problem of solving crime.
We really, for the first time, radically rethought and reimagined what a city could be.
The designing out crime approach really is to try to look at a problem from a different perspective. And to do that, we need everyone who's involved in that problem to come together as a group rather than just individually.
Design is really critical in thinking about cities because it enables us to reimagine and be responsive to that change over time.
If you want to make cities safer, it relies on good design.
People usually sort of come with another brief. With another brief, yeah.
Normally, we will rewrite that brief and take it back to them and agree a different brief.
So the brief was to put up signage to make people aware that there were pickpockets about. We went and did our site visits and talked to the community. They felt that their neighbourhood was safe and welcoming and warm.
The way that they approach some of these problems, they're real world problems, real people being affected. And I think their ability to take what is essentially an academic theory but apply it in practice is a unique skill.
As simple as sort of activating a space that has been unloved and not used for some time. If you have some activity there that is different to what people associate with that area, then it can really turn around quite quickly.
People feel safe in their own space, but they need to feel safe outside their own space as well. These things affect people's mood, their sense of optimism, and good design can make that contribution.
They're really good at engaging those groups, listening, hearing what people are saying, and then working with them to come up with something new.
And that's when you get those moments of like, this is so obvious.
Yeah.
But it just sort of takes a bit of an outside eye, a different framing to sort of get some of these new ideas flowing.
Our prisons are full at the moment and continue to grow.
People that come into jail, they're not interested in education. They've been expelled from school.
The whole thing really, from the correctional services viewpoint, is to release inmates in a better shape than they came in.
The learning centres that DocRC worked on with corrective services are great examples of where they bring prisoners, correctional managers and architects together to talk about the learning environment that's going to be most conducive to setting those offenders on a positive path when they get out of prison. It's a great example of thinking differently to solve what is a very, very old problem.
It's about the research that comes behind all of that work.
Far exceeds anything that I've experienced with other design firms.
Wherever there's people, there's a need for human-centred design.
Crime changes as the city changes, and we need to be cognizant of that when we're designing cities for the future.
Designing out crime is not motivated by money, it's about getting really good outcomes for the community, which is really aligned with what we do.